Hey, do you have plans this weekend? If not, why don't you take your family to the Riverbanks Zoo and Garden in Columbia, South Carolina. They have a new addition to the zoo family, a baby boy giraffe. And here to talk to us about what's going on is Scott Pfaff. Pfaff, I'm sorry, you told me that. He brought 2 corn snakes.
Right, exactly. Well, this is an adult male corn snake.
Okay.
They're a common rat snake found all over South Carolina and Georgia, and this is actually one of his babies. Baby snakes are hatching this time of year, so we get lots of calls with people with snakes around their house. They're almost always small, harmless rat snakes like this. Never a copperhead or a rattlesnake or something like that. They like to stay away from people, but rat snakes, because they eat rats and mice, like to hang around our houses.
Okay, and you mentioned that it was, they're not dangerous or anything, so you could, where are these snakes found?
Well,
anywhere?
Almost anywhere, and they live underground, so you don't see them very often because they live down in the rodent burrows, the animals that they eat. So they take over their burrow, eat them, and then live down in there. So we don't see them very often. But we have another rat snake that's called the black rat snake. Looks just like this, except he's black, and they live up in the trees. They eat a lot of birds and baby squirrels and things like that, and we see them around our houses quite frequently, and especially this time of year, and we see these little tiny guys. And they're harmless, obviously. I wouldn't be holding them otherwise. And especially a baby one like this. He's got about 100 teeth, but they're so tiny. I mean, he couldn't even bite me if he wanted to, so no problem.
I must say it looks rather fascinating. No, I don't want to hold the snake, my producer just asked, but it looked rather fascinating going through your fingers, the little tongue and the
smell.
teeth.
They smell with their tongues.
Okay. Yikes.
And people think that snakes are slimy because you can see how shiny he is, but they're not slimy. They have a waterproof skin, but their scales are very shiny, so people think they're wet, but they aren't. They're actually very dry. They don't have an odor.
I love
Snakes
that
don't
you smell them.
So things like dogs, can have an odor, but snakes don't. That's one of the ways that they avoid predators.
And it's a 2 corn snake.
Corn snake, right. If you look at the belly, it looks like Indian corn. So Europeans, when they first got to South Carolina and Georgia, they saw these snakes for the first time, and their bellies looked like that stuff the Indians grew and eat, corn. That's why they named them corn snakes.
Good deal. And we have a picture of the baby giraffe. You guys can look at your screen there. Tell us a little bit about...
Well, he's about 4 weeks old now. When he was born, he was over 5 feet tall and weighed more than 100 pounds. And it's a male, and when he grows up, he's going to be about 18 to 20 feet tall and could weigh 2,000 pounds. So he's going to get to be pretty big. And you can see him at Riverbanks Zoo right now from early in the morning to about noon when we have to put him up. But he's being raised by his mom and dad and doing great.
Talk about some of the other things people can see at the zoo.
Oh, we have thousands of different animals at the zoo, literally. We have elephants, gorillas, if you like that sort of thing, lions and tigers, everybody's favorite. We have lots and lots of beautiful birds, flamingos and hornbills. We have about 200 different species of reptiles and amphibians on display, and we have thousands of species of fish and invertebrates in our aquarium. We have lots of exhibits that are air conditioned, so people can come when it's 105 degrees, 70 degrees inside our aquarium reptile complex. You can sit down, enjoy the aquarium. Air-conditioned food venues, so it's a good place to come no matter what the weather's like.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming, and we want to mention that today's zoo ticket winner is Sally Stogbeyer of Martinez. Sally, you win a family 4-pack to the Riverbanks Zoo, so make sure you come to News Channel 6 to get that information, and thank you and your snaky friends for being with us.
Thanks for having us.